Welcome back to the Possibility Storm. I'm your host, Lane, and this time I have for you our first edited gameplay featuring my new stream team. This weekly pod consists of myself, Joey, Hercules, and the Rev, all of who are staples on the channel and in the Discord. I really enjoy playing with these guys and hope to have our own personal meta develop over the coming months. For those unaware, we now stream on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, and unless otherwise noted, you can expect to see them each week. This featured match was a non-gimmick CDH battle featuring some older favorites. Enjoy the show. If you enjoy the content, consider checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/thepossibilitystorm. I have revamped all of the tiers and added new ones with tons of cool benefits and physical rewards as well. Thank you for those who have already pledged, and thank you to everyone who drops a like, subscription, and comment here on the channel. It all helps us grow. Now, let's check out our commanders. First up is Hercules, piloting the odd commander pairing of Akiri and Thrasios. This Sans Black deck has a pretty straightforward game plan in that it wants to make infinite mana to sink into Thrasios to draw out his deck. From there, playing out all creatures with an infinitely large Finale of Devastation should make quick work of the table. Otherwise, it packs in the Breach combo, also being able to get there with a convoluted Spellseeker line. Next up is the Rev on his Yuriko list. This deck aims to do the typical Yuriko game plan of flipping high-costed spells off of her triggers in order to drain the table over time. Also known as Turn and Burn, this list packs in a ton of extra turn spells so that activations are not only devastating for life totals, but being able to chain extra turns into each other will almost certainly spell doom for the table. Coming third is Joey, piloting his version of Mono Green Selvala. This list aims to play out some big creatures in order to threaten the table, but also for big mana off of Selvala, which in turn can lead to a big card draw spells or other value. Eventually, infinite mana can be made, and a Finale of Devastation should be enough to finish off opponents. I'm bringing up the rear on my recently updated Sythis list. Adding in some new cards from sets from this year, this deck was fully updated and ready to smash. Our goal with this list is to get Sythis down on an early turn so we can start dumping enchantments onto the battlefield and drawing cards off of our commander. From there, we draw and cast until we happen upon one of our win cons or the tutors to find the missing pieces. This list runs several 2-card combos that can win the game, each having its own set of quirks, or if we can make infinite mana, we can do the thing I've already mentioned today, cast all of our creatures and hit them with a Finale of Devastation. So there you have it. Let's see who the champion is this time. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Possibility Storm stream. This time featuring my brand new streaming team. Although you've probably seen all of these guys on a multitude of videos throughout the last couple years I've been doing this. They have been my regulars. They've been the guys I've been able to call on when I need a guest because somebody dropped, and this or that and the other thing. So going forward, I am planning on doing. We'll still have, it'll be 3 weeks out of the month where I'm going to be playing with these guys unless anybody has an emergency or we happen to have like a guest for whatever reason. But for the most part, I'm going to try and keep it to just these folks so that we can have kind of a regular play group, a regular meta, and, you know, do some of the stuff that the larger channels are doing where they have regular players all the time and have their individual meta. I think my channel kind of has that already, but with the vast, you know, range of characters, it's been a mixed bag. So for those who may be new and or haven't seen one or more of these players, just a quick introduction. Hercules is the co-host of the NoFX podcast. He's quickly become one of my favorite people to play with, though the one I've known the least amount of time. It's probably been about a year at this point, I want to say.
Yep, about that, yep.
The Rev here is mostly a D&D and Warhammer nerd, but he does play Magic too, and we've been friends for, I want to say, a couple years at this point. Early supporter, someone that's been on the Discord for a long time. We don't get enough games in, but that's because, again, other hobbies that take up a lot of his time. But happy to have you as well.
Heck yeah.
And last but certainly not least is Joey, who has been on since the beginning and is one of the earliest people that I started playing online with. So long history there, going on like 5 years. We just talked a lot at length on a recent podcast episode that isn't quite live yet, but is, like, I think processing at the moment. So you'll be able to hear more from him there. But otherwise, we're already shuffled up, ready to go. We have turn order. Let's get it cracking.
All right, good luck, everybody.
Have fun.
Yeah, good luck.
GG, good luck. Fun.
On card for turn. See what it drew. Aiga. I'm going to exile this Elvish Spirit Guide. Cast Springleaf Drum. Then I'm going to attempt to cast a Tender Wall. That is all good. I pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Or play a Bloodstainmire. Cast lands. Crack it. Man, this is so much easier on Moxfield.
Right.
Yeah, Kraken fetches especially, yeah.
I've gotten so spoiled by that shit.
You see, tap it, cast a Remora. I will pass if that's good.
Big untaps and draw. I'm gonna play this forest. I'm gonna tap it for a bird of paradise. And I'm gonna ship it on.
I will draw a card. I will shock in a Temple Garden, losing 2. And then I would like to play this Mana Crypt, which you can draw from.
Sweet.
I think that's smart. We're gonna Moonblessed Cleric. It's Enlightened Tutor on a body. I will tutor up an enchantment, which I think is gonna be Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, we're just gonna go that route. So that will be put on top of my library, and I will pass while I'm shuffling.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 4 life, and I'm going to snuff out the Tinder Wall.
Yikes.
Nothing my tinder, huh? Shiver me timbers. All right, well.
Shiver me timbers.
Respond. I'm gonna add a green and cast a Worldly Tutor. You may draw off your Mystic Remora. I'm just gonna put a Delighted Halfling on top of my library. He's cute enough. And then with Snuff Out Stolen Stack, I'll sack this for 2 red mana. Ha, I got him. And that's it. I won't do anything with the mana. Move to my turn. Untap. I wonder what I'm gonna draw. It's gonna be a surprise. Cast Delighted Halfling. Look at hand, cry a little, pass the turn.
Untap. I will pay for fish. Draw for turn. I will play Dark Slick Shores. Comes in untapped. And I will pass.
Tap and draw. There's a command beacon. Tap the bird for Utopia Sprawl on my forest.
Fish.
Go ahead. Bring out the commander. Pass the turn.
Untap. Roll for Crypt Evens will be safe. That's a 3. And it's bloody. Just like my face. I'll draw this mystery card. I will play said mystery card on my...
Fish.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I have no choices. And I'm just gonna pass there.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Green. Blue. Cast Thrasios. Uncounterable because it was Delighted Halfling. Everybody else is feeding the fish, so I will feed the fish as well. Mox Amber. Cool. I will tap it for cast a Bloom Tender. That's good. I passed the turn.
Right. Untap. I will pay for fish. Draw for turn. Let's play a Snow-Covered Island. And step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. So I'm going to discard Walk the Aeons and Nexus of Fate. Nexus of Fate will shuffle back in.
Alright, I'll untap it. Draw this here card.
Is that a cheese curd?
Cheese card. It's just the Canada version of card, right?
He is a Packers fan, isn't he?
Me too.
His lane, you can gain 3 life, I guess. To just cast Invigorate, targeting Selvala.
Mystic Remora.
You can draw.
I will Swan Song that.
I will take a bird. I'll tap 1 for Llanowar Elves, and then I'll tap into Selvala for 2, and then I have the floating, so I have 3, 4, and I'll cast Karametra's Acolyte. And I'll pass the turn.
I will roll for Crypt. Crypt hates me. Thanks for the life though, Joey. I'll draw. Alright, cool. I'll cast it Arid Mesa.
Got him.
Got him. I'll crack it, because fuck it, life's a resource, right? We'll get Savannah, as one does. How stupid is that? Is that stupid? I don't know, man. I can't do it. Do the stupid thing? It's kind of funny, but...
I vote for the stupid thing. I don't know what it is, but that sounds great.
It depends. Does the stupid thing hurt me? That's my question.
No, it probably hurts me, honestly, but we're gonna do the stupid thing. Fuck it. I'm gonna double green. I'm gonna Delighted Halfling. And then I'm gonna Concordant Crossroads. Due to haste, I would like to tap this for a green, white, uncounterable Sythis, which I honestly would have liked to have sequenced this differently, obviously, but you know, it's how it happened. Mm-hmm. We have haste. I'm gonna swing 4
Be a big booty
Rev.
I'll take 4.
I'll pass the turn.
Play this City of Brass. Go that way. Red and white. Cast an uncounterable Akiri, the Line Slinger. Cast a Biomancer's Familiar.
Oh shit.
Hellbent if that resolves. Let's tap for 4 mana. Activate Thrasios once. I think I am going to put this Breeding Pool into play. Then I'm going to activate Thrasios with my other 2 floating. Oh, good lord. Yeah, that one I'll put on the bottom. And draw this card, which is a Swan Song. Yay. Move to combat. Is Lane coming at you for 4?
Violence.
Violence ensues, and pass the turn.
Untap, and my fish can finally die. Command tower. Casting Yuriko. Slain coming at you for 1.
What's it really going to be?
Flip over a deadly Rollick for 4.
Wow.
Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Rollick, the familiar, or not the familiar, the acolyte.
Okay. Acolyte, exiled as fuck.
I have 8 cards in hand. Move to my end step. I will once again discard a Nexus of Fate and
the
shuffle
fuck?
back into my deck. I drew that immediately after on Joey's turn, I think it was.
Tap and yoink this card. Wow. I'm gonna tap for 5 for a Defiler of Vigor. Alright, I will draw a card. I'm gonna
When you
play
care about
a
counters.
Snow-Covered Forest. Tap Selvala for 6. And I'm gonna pay 2 life and 3 mana for a Teamer Sabertooth. Yeah, everyone gets +1/+1.
Yeah, I don't think the teamer gets the counter.
Everything else does, yeah.
Everything else does,
Yeah.
yeah, everything but Teamer. So, I'll get some counters out in
That's
a
fine.
second.
And they all have haste. Shit.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah, I told you it was stupid. You didn't believe me, and you wanted to see it, so here we are.
He told you wanted to see it, and then he benefits from it. What are you?
Yeah, I'll activate Sabertooth and pop this lamp nowhere else back to my hand. And then I'll just use the last to play it back out.
And get more
And
counters.
then, yeah, I get more counters on everything. So everything else says +2/+2.
Well, so you got teamer with +1/+1 because of the elf. The elf has no counters, and everything else has +2/+2.
Yeah, I'm going to combat ski. Everything at Rev for these guys. So it's
Aw, you
8,
meanie.
5, 4. So it's 17 damage. Then I'm shipping the turn.
You're good as Lane. Even Steven, we see it.
Draw. I'd like to cast this. Open the armory. I got a Whip Silk. You tap for double green. Casting a Whip Silk. Triggering Sythis to draw a card and gain a life.
Pass on.
Is that the one that you just like pop?
Pay,
Pop
pay
back
a
to
green,
your
pop
hand?
it back to my hand. I
Is it
have...
with, reach or something like that too?
Yes. Which, kind of relevant, but like obviously I don't really want... I'm actually going to put it on the Cleric. With the other green, I'm going to play this Findhorn Elves that I drew. I guess I'm throwing 4, Joey.
Taking 4.
And then I'm passing the turn.
Untap. Draw. I'm gonna activate Bloom Tender for 4. I don't know, a blue and a red floating. Use the white and the green. To activate Thrasios, I'll draw this Dockside. It's not great here, but that's okay. We'll use the floating mana to cast the Dockside. Are you bouncing your Whip Silk or am I getting 6?
Yeah, you should just bounce your
Yeah,
Rip Silk.
it is smart to bounce it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
5 total treasures then. We'll activate Thrasios again. I think I'll draw this to your Swords to Plowshares. Spend 2 treasures, activate Thrasios. Sure,
Yeah,
I'll
this
put
is-
a command tower into play.
This is a little shaky.
Let's crack 2 more treasures. Activate Thrasios one more time. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll draw that. Training Grounds.
Oh fuck!
Casting Training Ground.
I think we need to shift focus here, boys.
You're fine.
not-
Talking about. All right, move to
I
combat.
mean, you're the one that can swing at him because you got big beefy creatures. So
I mean, if he taps,
I
2.
2 cards in hand.
I don't have a lot of interest in swinging at you. I just was doing it because you left yourself kind of open and you are threatening. But I don't know.
Yes, I'm sending Dockside, Biomancer's Familiar, and Akiri all coming at Joey, and that is it. So that is
That's
a
5.
whopping. I should have smacked you before I activated all those treasures. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is correct. And I will pass the turn. Of note is Lane, you'd be proud. I don't play Seedborn Muse in this deck.
I was thinking about it. So I was literally just thinking about how we were talking so much shit about Thrasios decks, and then also it was funny that we talked about both my Sythis list and the Selvala list in the podcast, and me and Joey decided to play them.
5 mana. Some of it being blue, some of it being black. Cast the Fallen Shinobi. Hi, Joey. You got a 5/4 and a 1/3 coming at you.
No blocks. 6.
6 damage. I'll have 2 flips. One's a Mystic Sanctuary. One's a Cursed Totem.
Taken 2. I'm glad that's in hand and not on the battlefield.
And then, Joey, if you wouldn't mind, exiling the top 2 cards of your library?
No doubt. It's a Invasion of Ikoria and a Snow-Covered Forest. And get a 0 drop, yeah. Can you cast that for free? I don't know what Fallen Shinobi says.
Yep.
Yeah, you guess it for free. So you can go get Thopter or walking, whatever the hell that thing is. Yeah, for sure.
Cast it for free and go search my library.
So then who is defending it? That's the next thing you got to decide.
Kirk's definitely defending.
All right. Woohoo! I'm defending your battle. But it's on your battlefield.
I'm failing to find. I will discard a Mystic Sanctuary.
Joey, I've got to decide in your upkeep if I'm swordsing your big giant beast or not. You have 2 cards in hand?
2 cards in hand, yeah.
Oh, actually, I'll do this in Rev's end step. So you're tapped out in Rev's end step. Is that accurate?
Right. Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have the Llanowar Elves up.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
that was it.
I will pay 1 white mana and swords your 6/6, your 8/8 thing in your upkeep, or in Rev's end step. Sorry, you gain 8 life.
8 life, I'll take it. I'm gonna play Boseiju, cast a scale up targeting my bird.
All right, I'm gonna pay a life and activate Thrasios. Put that on the bottom. I'm gonna reveal Lotus Petal to hand. Yay! I pass on scale up.
Tap into Selvala for 8 mana. Use Teamer Sabertooth to pop her back to my hand for 2 mana.
Oh shit! Do you have infinite now?
I do. I'll recast Selvala.
That is why I mentioned the Sabertooth as well.
I'll just, present infinite mana, if that's good.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that my only play with this is to cast Return of the Wild Speaker to draw 8 cards.
So of course I'm gonna respond and cast Swan Song.
Yeah, that's rough. I would have had an infinitely large board with the Defiler. Oh, we got another bird. Hey, hell yeah. And then, so I'll use Teamer Sabertooth with my infinite mana to pop that guy back to make him upright. And then I'll go to combat. This is 8, so I'll go 8 and 5 is 13 at Rev, plus the Llanowar Elves, I guess.
I will die.
Then I will ship the turn. I got nothing.
Roll for it.
Counterbalance and a Cursed Totem in hand.
6. I'm gonna add a white and a green. With the white, I would like to cast this Elcid of Life's Bounty, which will trigger Sythis. It's an enchantment creature. I will draw, I will gain a life, but I'm immediately going to lose that life because I'm going to play this Flooded Strand that I just drew and sack it to go get a land. There we go. Basic as fuck. With the green, I'd like to cast a Whip Silk, and I will put it on the thingy. Trigger, draw. We just have to pass here. I'm not really keen on swinging into that first strike, and that other bird's pretty big. So yeah, we're gonna pass.
Cool. Being against up, I'll activate Thrasios. Sure, I'll reveal Emule to my hand. That seems pretty okay.
Oh, that's a win, right?
Yep, moving to my untap.
Wait, well, hold on. What's a win?
Emule, the Blessed, to my hand. He's saying I've got Emule Dockside is what I'm going to represent on my next turn.
Oh, sure. You're getting that how? Oh, this is a Thrasios activation?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. you can kill his sword his Dockside.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
It's still in your end step, so go nuts.
No, what I have literally does, like, for as much as I just put this in the deck and think it's a good card, it literally in this instance doesn't do much. Yeah, no, I can't respond.
Alright, untap, upkeep, no triggers, draw. Cast a Soul Ring, play a Lotus Petal, there's no Mindbreak traps coming this game. 2 Delighted Halfling for white, and Command Tower for white. Cast Emule.
Having the extra 2 there hurts.
What's really nuts is if this resolves, I will attempt to spend 1 mana because of the discount.
Oh yeah,
Blink Dockside.
You have Bloom
And if that doesn't work, I can spend 1 mana to blink Bloom Tender also because it has haste because you're Concordant Crossroads and it taps for 4. So
True.
Whichever one you want, I've got infinite mana.
Yeah, I can Soul Partition targeting Emile, but with all your cost reducers, I don't know if that stops you.
Yeah, I can activate multiple more times. So represent infinite mana.
Yeah, like I said, that's the thing that I had that wasn't going to work.
Draw
GG's.
until I draw Finale and cast it and kill you guys after I cast a whole bunch of creatures.